Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Makes the quick grab. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Buying some time. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. Nice move to keep running. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella is always open.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, it's the end around. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's White. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. The fair catch called for and made. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's the end of the first half. The score, Georgia 10, LSU 0.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness and Just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
He's loose. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a 2-possession game on this drive. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That's caught. It's Bell. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Belt. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down, going up top. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them. Wide open spaces. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the counter play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia sends out the punt team. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Georgia.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he hauls it in at the 30. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hauls extra point to take the lead.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let him get behind him, and they knock the football to the ground.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Got his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.